Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. In BL this week, first up we got Jamaica Equities. That's a Mayberry Jamaican Equities, actually, MJE. Doing some trading in their shares here. That's a continued trend similar to KWI Investments. A lot of them out there, Jamaican Teas. We're going to talk about here the Mayberry Jamaican Equities, MJE. Connected party buying up 10,000 shares on March 17th, 2021. Next up here, we got another one trading in their shares, Jamaican Teas. Connected party buying up a total of 100,000 shares. That's JAMT ticker symbol. During the period, March 17th to March 18th, 2021. Now, in big time news here, we got MPC Caribbean Clean Energy. Talk about a company that was quiet during its first year, but making a lot of moves here, where they're buying up assets per their prospectus through that investment company, which they always make is clearly different than, say, the listed company. And then also some changes or corporate action items. In this case, they say it's a material change in their asset or something impacted their assets in Costa Rica. So they got assets all over the place. Now, overseas news, deal time, more deals happening, mergers and acquisitions. The biggest one here potentially for 2021, and it's not in the tech space. It's actually in a space that Warren Buffett has spoken about quite a lot over the years on Berkshire Hathaway, but he's not doing this one. He's still sitting on a lot of cash. So Canadian Pacific Railway here to buy Kansas City Southern. Some companies that we haven't really spoken about ever on Business Live. These are the type of deals happening now. Go figure, during the pandemic, once in 100 years, folks. So this deal here, valued $25 billion US. It's a big one, as we said. At the top end here, the biggest for 2021, potentially once it closes. Last up, very applicable for us and what we're talking about on Business Live overall. The company, AstraZeneca, hits a 79% efficacy in the US trial. Talk about vaccines and the company here. The CEO comes out immediately with a video, and the Vice President of Communications, excited, of course, saying that there's no increases in the risk of blood clots. This is a phase 3 trial that occurred, approximately 32,000 participants and 88 trial centers spread across USA, Puerto Rico, and Chile. Now, we know that there's high efficacy rates with Moderna, 94%, Pfizer, 95%. But the bottom line here is, what does this all mean? Well, it can be put into emergency use in the US. That's what the CEO and the VP of this company, AstraZeneca, goes on to say. And that could be something like 30 million vaccines going into the US in April if it passes. But the bottom line here is, based on this positive development for AstraZeneca, then it can go to emergency use or some applications with the FDA or FDA for the US. And then that means more business, more deals, more so forth for AstraZeneca going into probably April or May or so forth. Timelines aren't fully clear, but the point is a big push into the US market. And the headline, 79% now efficacy rate, moving that rate a bit higher. I'm Mark Croskery, this is Business Live.